My brother-in-law is threatening to expose my secret, and I have no idea what he is talking about. When he revealed it, he was the one humiliated. My brother-in-law is my sister's husband. We live on opposite sides of the country, and my sister and I aren't that close, so I would say that we don't know each other very well. We see each other at family gatherings a few times a year, and he's always come off as an average, kind of quiet guy. Around 2 months ago, I received a text from him out of the blue. It wasn't to check up on me or ask how I was doing. The message said he was aware of what's going on, but that there was no need for me to worry and he'd keep it hush-hush. I wrote a quick message back asking what on earth he meant, but all I received in return was another reassurance that I had nothing to worry about and that he was on my side. At that point, I gave up and assumed it was some weird joke, even though my BIL has always been pretty serious. Recently, I was on a Zoom call with my parents and sister. The first thing my sister asked when she saw me was, "Are you going to tell everyone the truth or just my husband?" Obviously, I was confused, and I mentioned the text message my BIL sent me, but my sister still seemed angry at me, and I have no idea why. The next day, I called my BIL and asked him what was going on with this. He was very cagey on the phone and just kept repeating rhetorical questions back at me like, "Do you know what's going on?" I'll admit that I lost my temper at one point and snapped at him since he wasn't giving me any answers. That was a bad idea, since this morning I got a new text from my BIL telling me that he'd tried to do me a favor that I clearly didn't appreciate. He mentioned, "We'll see what happens this weekend," which is the next time we're all meeting for a late Thanksgiving. Honestly, I'm terrified. The thing is, I have no idea what secret my BIL could possibly be talking about. I don't live a very exciting life and I mostly keep to myself. There's still a part of me that's scared of whatever truth he says he's about to reveal, even though I don't think I've done anything wrong. What do I do? Update. Well, Thanksgiving came and I was terrified. I almost backed out entirely and stayed in bed all day instead of going to the Zoom meeting. I did end up going in the end, and the first 20 minutes were incredibly awkward. My family and I aren't really compatible at the best of times, but there were silences that lasted for minutes. Eventually, my mother gave in and said, "We'd better get this over with." I've never been more terrified in my life. I somehow snapped my phone case in half because I fidget with things when I'm nervous. My BL started talking about how he tried to keep my secret for me, but I clearly wasn't grateful. And then he told everyone, "You should know that she's gay." Everything got really awkward again, except for a different reason. My whole family already knows I'm gay. I have no idea how my BIL never found out before now. I don't get on with my family, but me being gay has never been one of our issues. It's something nobody bothers me about and we don't talk about. My sister lost it with him immediately and said, "Really? This is what you've been going on about?" We ended up ending the Zoom call very early since my parents decided they were tired, but I think they both just didn't want to deal with this anymore and were sick of my bill. I've decided to block my BL's number in my phone since, other than this, we had no messages anyway, and I'm not going to be visiting my sister anytime soon.